David, seen about the Holocaust to the class. Monsters exist, but they are too few in number to be truly dangerous. More dangerous are the common men, the functionary race, ready to believe and to act without asking questions. For the dead and the living we must bear witness. Despite the mayhem that followed, Bruno found that he was still holding Shamal's hand in his own, and nothing in the world would have persuaded him to let go. What exactly was the difference, he wondered to himself, and who decided which people wore the striped pajamas and which people wore the uniforms? Thou shalt not be a victim, thou shalt not be the perpetrator, but above all, thou shalt not be a bystander. Sooner or later in life, everyone discovers that perfect happiness is unrealizable, but there are few who pause to consider the antithesis that perfect unhappiness is equally unattainable. The obstacles preventing the realization of both these extreme states are of the same nature. They derive from our human condition, which is opposed to everything infinite. If we bear all this suffering, and if there are still Jews left when it's over, it's over. Now I tell you, never again. Whoa, I tell you, never again. Well, if it happened once before, there's no reason why it can't happen again. Then Jews instead are being doomed, will be held up as an example. There's a long road of suffering ahead of you, but don't lose courage. You've already escaped the gravest danger selection, so now muster your strength and don't lose heart. We shall all see the day of liberation. Have faith in life above all else. Have faith, drive out despair, and you will keep death away from yourselves. Hell's not for eternity. And now a prayer, or rather a piece of advice. Let there be comradeship among you. We are all brothers, and we are all suffering the same fate. The same smoke floats over all our heads. Help one another. It is our only way to survive. Liberate your mind. Liberate your mind. Tell you never again. Whoa. I told them that I did not believe that they could burn people in their age, that humanity would never tolerate it. Never shall I forget that night, first night in camp, that turned my life into one long night, 7 times sealed. Never shall I forget that smoke. Never shall I forget the small faces of the children whose bodies I saw transformed into smoke under a silent sky. Never shall I forget those flames that consume my faith forever and ever and ever. Never shall I forget the nocturnal silence that deprived me for all eternity the desire to live. Never again. Well, a warrior, I'm born with a warrior inside. My dominance can't be denied. Your entire world will turn into this battlefield tonight. To look upon you through the warrior's eyes now. You see the fear that will ensure the victory this time. I tell you never again. Never shall I forget. Never shall I forget the nocturnal silence that deprived me for all eternity of the desire to live. Never shall I forget those moments that murdered my God and my soul and turned my dreams to ashes. Never shall I forget those things, even where I condemned to live as long as God himself. Never again. As a noble laureate, Eli Weasel warned years ago to forget the Holocaust is to kill twice. And now I was lonelier, I suppose, than anyone else in the world. Even Defoe's creation, Robinson Crusoe, the prototype of the ideal solitary, could hope to meet another human being. Crusoe cheered himself by thinking that such a thing could happen any day, and it kept him going and going and going. But if any of the people now around me came near, I would need to run for it and hide in mortal terror. I had to be alone, entirely alone, if I wanted to live. Oh, never again. Don't be deluded. Don't be deluded. Hitler has made it clear that he will annihilate all Jews before the clock strikes 12. I exploded. A bread soup. Theirs were my whole life. I was a body, perhaps less than that. Even a starved stomach, the stomach alone was aware of the passage of time. Who has inflicted this upon us? Who has inflicted this upon us? That evil Hitler who has made us Jews different from all other people. I never again, I want it to never happen again. Who has allowed us to suffer so terribly up till now? It is God that has made us as we are, but it will be God too who will raise us up again. If we bear all the suffering, and if there are still Jews left when it's over, then Jews, instead of being doomed, will be held up as an example. Purple Snapple, on Lebanon, hustle and the devil. Purple Snapple, I tell you, never again. Whoa, the warrior soul is filled with pride. Tell you, never again, never again. Do you know why most survivors of the Holocaust are vegan? It's because they know what it's like to be treated like an animal. Animal, cannibal, Hannibal, Lecter, Chainsaw, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The question shouldn't be, why are you a Christian here in a death camp condemned for trying to save Jews? The real question is, why aren't all the Christians here? We were masters of nature, masters of the world. We had forgotten everything. Death, fatigue, and natural needs. Stronger than cold and hunger, stronger than the shots and the desire to die, condemned and wandering mere numbers. We're the only men on earth. Ow, it hurts.